بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. إخواني في الله. We finished yesterday Siga Mubalagha, and we studied that it's from Ism al-Fa'il. And it was a simple lesson. Those are just three scales of Siga Mubalagha. And Siga Mubalagha is Ism Fa'il. Ism Fa'il يدل على من قام بالفعل. Ism Fa'il indicates who did the action, indicates two things, who and the action. But a Siga Mubalagha is من قام بالفعل بالكثرة, who did the action in abundance. And there are many scales to it, but just that this is a beginner book, we just mentioned three common scales. But there are many scales to Siga Mubalagha. That's what we want to understand. We just mentioned three: Fa'al and Fa'il and Fa'ul. You're going to come to learn that it doesn't necessitate if something's Fa'il that is Siga Mubalagha. That's going to go to whether it's Muta'addi or if it's Lazim. You have to look at some other things. So just keep that in mind also. If something is on Fa'il, that doesn't necessitate that it's Siga Mubalagha. But Fa'il is just a scale of Siga Mubalagha. Barakallahu feekum. We're going to continue today. And when we resume Saturday, I sent out the PowerPoint. And I put that the objective of that PowerPoint is that you read those sentences audibly without stuttering. But I want you to comprehend the meaning of the root word, like as it changes from the Maldi to the Mudari to the Amr to the Mastar to Ism Fa'il. That's what's in those 5 sentences, those 5 parts of speech, 3 verbs and 2 nouns. Are you all with me? Everything is clear? Surah Humaza, Wailun likulli humazatil lumaza. What is that? Humazatil lumaza. That's not on. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, right? Yeah, there's so many other scales. No, I'll make it easy. This is just a beginner book, familiarizing you all with these parts of speech. So we want to keep it as simple as we can, and keep it as common as we can. We're going to move on. قال المؤلف حفظه الله تعالى ونحن في الصفحة 73 rather 74. On page number 74. الدرس العاشر. Lesson number 10. Ism maf'ul. And after we study Ism fa'il, we study what? Ism maf'ul. And before we go on, there is a connection with this topic with what we took previously from al-fi'l lazim or fi'l muta'addi. Al-fi'l lazim just needs a fa'il. But we remember that the fi'l muta'addi is called muta'addi because the fi'l yata'adda al-fa'il. Yata'adda means to go past. The fi'l yata'adda al-fa'il ila al-maf'ul. It goes, the fi'l, the action, the verb, it goes past the fa'il to the maf'ul. So in those type of sentences, there's a fa'il and there's a maf'ul. And there's a connection with that. Nah. So let's read what the ism maf'ul is, and the examples will clarify it. Okay. قال حفظه الله تعالى اسم المفعول هو مشتق من الفعل. And mushtaq means that it's taken from. And the first of the mushtaqat was there's thamania. There are thamania mushtaqat. We took one, and that one that we took was what? Ism fa'il. The second one is ism maf'ul. Both of them are taken from the fi'l. They're ma'khudun. They're taken, mushtaqan. They're taken from the verb. Okay. So fa'il comes from what? Fa'ala. Jalis comes from jalasa. Even kadhab, even if it's siga mubalagha, comes from kadhiba. Naam. Was ghaffar, it comes from ghafara. So now we're on the third of the mushtaqat. The third of the mushtaqat, and we have 8 to study, is ismun maf'ul. So it says ism maf'ul huwa mushtaqun min al-fi'l. And I want you to get used to this because every mushtaq is going to start like that. It's mushtaqun min al-fi'l. It's mushtaqun min al-fi'l. It is taken from the verb. It is taken from the verb. Whether it's ism fa'al, whether it's sigma mubalagha, whether it's this chapter that we're in now, ism maf'ul, and sifat mushabbaha, or ism tafdeel, all the other nouns that we're going to take, they're all taken from the verb. So what do we have here? We have ism fa'al mushtaqan min al-fi'l al-mabni lil-majhul. You remember that? Mughayyir figure. Ism maf'ul is taken from that. It's taken from al-fi'l al-mabni lil-majhul. And that's why we have to study that chapter, so that it's going to help us with this chapter. If we understood al-fi'l and mabni lil-majhul, then this is where the ism maf'ul comes from. As for this fi'l al-mabni lil-ma'lum, then we know that that needs a fa'il. And that's why we finish ism fa'il. Okay, let me repeat that. Remember that al-fi'l al-mabni lil-ma'lum, it needs a fa'il. If we said daraba needs a fa'il. Zaydun Muhammadan. Muhammad hit Zayd. I mean, daraba Zaydun Muhammadan. Zayd hit Muhammad. For daraba, it needs a fa'il, somebody who actually did the hitting. Okay, it needs a fa'il. But duriba, which is a muqayyid siga, it doesn't need a fa'il, but it needs a na'ib fa'il. Say duriba Muhammadun. Duriba doesn't need a fa'il. Duriba doesn't need a fa'il. It needs a na'ib fa'il. And that na'ib fa'il, that's what the ism maf'ul is, as we're going to see in the example. Okay. طيب again, اسم المفعول هو مشتق من الفعل المبني للمجهول. نعم. The ism maf'ul is taken from this verb مبني للمجهول that we started. ويدل على من وقع عليه الفعل. It indicates who the action fell upon. Not who did the action, but who the action fell upon. And of course, this has to do with a fi'l muta'addi. Because a fi'l muta'addi, it transpasses, it goes past the fa'al to the maf'ul bih. قال وهو على الوزن مفعول. It's on the scale maf'ul. The examples that are here are going to see, we have a story here. We're going to read the story and we're going to take our time. Nothing is difficult. Nothing is difficult. I want you all to repeat after me. يا عكاشة كيف الأمور في المعهد؟ Again, يا عكاشة كيف الأمور في المعهد? What does that mean? Don't translate يا عكاشة. كيف الأمور في المعهد? What does that mean? كيف الأمور في المعهد? You all participate. Don't leave it upon 1 or 2 students to participate in the class. Allah will not waste your efforts, but Allah put barakah in your efforts. How are the matters in the school, in the institute, at the Mahad? How are the affairs? Okay. A Mahad is an institute, learning center, school. Okay. قال الحمد, you repeat after me. الحمد لله كل شيء بخير. الحمد لله كل شيء بخير. Right. But Mahad is different from Markaz. Mahad is like a learning, it's like an institute. So you can use the word center, but it's like it's has a different meaning. Yeah. So you repeat after me. كيف درسك في علم الصرف؟ كيف درسك في علم الصرف؟ How is your lesson in the science of sarf? And this is what we're studying here. Sarf. Sarf means to conjugate, to change. Sarf means to change. Where the place where you exchange your money is called a sarrafa. Money exchange is called sarrafatun. Sarf means to change. You know, somebody had $100 bill. He would say, "Hal indaka sarfun?" Do you have change for 100? Hal indaka sarfun? Hal indaka sarfun li mi'ah? Do you have change for $100? Sarf. Sarf is change. You all are with me? No. Sarf means to change, to conjugate. So you change it from the maldi to the mudari to the amr. You change it from the masdar. You change it from the verb to the ism fa'il, and you're always changing. And this is what equips you in understanding Arabic. قال الدرس مفهوم عندي بفضل الله. Again, الدرس مفهوم عندي بفضل الله. And I'm going to go back and correct this. These things that are the ism of all, I should have made it red so it can stick out. So what does this mean? الدرس مفهوم عندي بفضل الله. The dars is understood. This mafhum is a maf'ul. It's taken from fahima. It's taken from fahima. It's mafhum. Okay. So if we said, barakallahu fikum, if we said, fahima ukashatu ad-darsa. Okay. Who's, look at this sentence again. Look at this sentence again. Fahima. The sentence, I'm just reading it. Right. I'm going if you give me a minute, let me write it so it could be nice and clear. Okay. So we understand this very well. Okay. 1 second. Rahima Asha Darsa. Rahima Ukasha to Adas. Okay, this verb is muta'addi. That means the verb is going to go past Ukasha, the file, and it's going to go to the maf'ul and be. Okay, the fa'il, who's the fa'il? Fa'il is Ukasha. And the das, what do we call the das? We call it maf'ul. The das is maf'ul. So, but that's the fa'il, that's the maf'ul. Ukasha, we call him fahimun. What does mafhumun? Ukasha fahim. Ukasha fahim. Ism fa'il. Ukasha fahim. What it does? Mafhumun. We understand that? Is everybody with me on that? Ukasha fahim. He's the one understanding. Ad-darsu mafhumun. Ad-darsu mafhumun. Nah. So that's why it's called ism maf'ul, because the verb fell on it. It's not the fa'il, but it's maf'ul. It's maf'ul. So if we understand it, let's read this again. Ad-darsu mafhumun indi bifadlillahi. The lesson is understood with me by the grace and the goodness of Allah. طيب, you read after me. من أين كتبت هذه الفوائد التي في دفترك؟ Okay, we're going to do it in 3 phrases. من أين كتبت هذه الفوائد التي في دفترك؟ Okay, one more time. No stuttering. No stuttering. We're not reading one word by word. نعم. من أين كتبت هذه الفوائد التي في دفترك? Where did you write these benefits which are in your notebook? من أين? From where did you write it? Where did you write it from? Yeah, in English, you might just call it benefits, notes. نعم. Okay. من أين كتبت? Where did you write these فوائد التي في دفترك? Now, which are in your book. Okay. Let's read. Let's read. هذه الفوائد كانت مكتوبة على السبورة. Again. هذه الفوائد كانت مكتوبة على السبورة. Okay. What does that mean? The benefits were written on the board. Okay, I'm going to write this sentence for you all. The benefits were written on the board. Okay, listen, look at this sentence. كتب المدرس الفوائد. كتب المدرس الفوائد. Okay, who's the fa'il? المدرس. Okay, who? Well, the كتب the teacher, right? And the maf'ul, who's the maf'ul? What's the maf'ul? الفوائد. نعم. For the teacher, المدرس كاتب والفوائد مكتوبة. You have to have that tab because fawaid is plural. Fawaid is plural. نعم. So if we say al-fa'ida maktubatun, we have maktubatun because fa'ida is feminine. But we say al-fawaid maktubatun, that ta is because the fawaid is plural. Are you all with me? Are you all with me? Al-fawaid maktubatun. We have that ta there because what? Because it's what? Because it's jam'. Here is maktubatan because kana it makes it well, it has a fatha. It's supposed to have a fatha here because of kana. Okay. So again, let's read the sentence again. هذه الفوائد ما كانت مكتوبة على السبورة. نعم كان makes it منصوب. نعم. Is everything understood up to now? Everything's understood. A sabura means the blackboard. We're going to go further. Okay. You all repeat after me. هل تأتي بمصحفك إلى المسجد? Again. هل تأتي بمصحفك إلى المسجد? What does that mean? What does that mean? هل تأتي, but it's مضارع, not did you, do you, not do you bring. Well, the participants who's participating in the class. May Allah increase you. May Allah increase this, the participators, may Allah increase them. I pray that Allah bless them. Now, not are you bringing, do you bring? Do you do this? Do you do this? Do you bring? According to the context of the sentence, he's talking about how are the affairs at the march, at the markaz. How are the affairs? What's going on? He's not talking about anything in the future. 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Do you bring? Now, did you bring? هل تأتي is فعل مضارع. It's فعل مضارع. It's فعل مضارع. Do you bring? Do you bring? هل تأتي? Do you do this? Uh-huh. It's talking about current affairs. What is this in your book? Well, this book is from this. Where do you get these from? I got this from this. So it's not saying something in the future, something current. Uh-huh. Okay. So we understand this. هل تأتي بمصحفك إلى المسجد? No, 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 no. Not a verb. But we want to understand. Do you understand the meaning? Let's understand the meaning. Verb had to get conjugated. Okay. We know that the verb gets conjugated at the end, like they have tu, or they have ti, or they have tum, or they have tuma. That's the madi. And if it's in the beginning, it's going to do it. If it's a mudari, it's going to get conjugated like a mudari. Azhabu, wa tazhabu, wa nazhabu, wa yazhabuna. These are not verbs. Okay? Where this book is a conjugation of nouns. That's what this book is about. This book is about nouns. Right, so the maf'ul is not a verb, and the maf'ul in B is not a verb. Okay. But if we look at the examples that we wrote here, we had two examples. It says kataba al-mudarris al-fawaid. So fawaid is notes, beneficial things. It's not an action. Kataba is an action that you do with your hand. You write it. Okay, fawaid is benefits. Mudarris is the person. So let's move on. You understand the sentence here? هل تأتي بمصحفك إلى المسجد? Do you come with your mushaf to the masjid? لا المصاحف موجودة في المسجد. لا المصاحف موجودة في المسجد. Though the mushafs are found in the masjid. Right, meaning they're present. They're there. Very good. Very good. Allah yabarak fik. Nah. So if y'all understand mawjood, where's the verb? What is if this mushtaqan mawjood, what's the verb? What verb is this mushtaqan from? Available from wajada, right? This is from wajada, to find. From mawjood means it's found there, it's there. No, no. Wajada. From mawjood, we know this word mawjood. It means present, it means available. It can be found there. Okay. Let's continue. هل يأكل الطلاب في المعهد؟ Do the students eat in the institute, in the school? هل يأكل الطلاب في المعهد؟ نعم الطعام مطبوخ عندنا كل يوم 3 مرات. As the food is cooked عندنا, and here every single day. I don't know why I have 3 dots there. Maybe I want to add it more, but that's sufficient. I don't know why I have 3 dots there, but 1 dot is suitable. Again, you repeat after me. نعم الطعام مطبوخ عندنا كل يوم 3 مرات. Yes, the food is cooked here with us every day 3 times, or 3 times every day. So we have الطعام مطبوخ. Okay, let's write a sentence. طبخ زيد الدجاج. طبخ زيد الدجاج. من الفاعل؟ Who's the فاعل؟ من الذي طبخ؟ زيد. زيد is the فاعل. Who's the مفعول؟ الدجاج مفعول. So you're saying الزيد طباخ. Zayd is طباخ. They call it طابق, but they usually use the scale فعال for a cook. They say طباخ. طباخ. That's what they use for a chef. A chef is a طباخ from فعال. Well, the dajaj is مطبوخ. الدجاج مطبوخ. It's cooked. It's what the verb fell on. The verb tabaqa, they did it, but the action of cooking happened to the chicken. Happened to the chicken. Now, let's go back up real quick. It says, اسم مفعول مشتق من الفعل المبني للمجهول. It's not going to mention who did it. الدجاج مطبوخ. Who did it? We don't know. الدجاج مطبوخ. We don't know who did it. الفوائد مكتوبة. We don't know who did it. It's not important. It says يدل على من. It indicates يدل على من وقع عليه الفعل. The one that the fi'l came on him. You all are with me. You all understand well. The one that the fi'l fell upon him or fell upon it. The thing that the fi'l fell upon. Okay. If we understand that, we're going to move on. هل البيوت في المعهد مسكونة طوال السنة؟ مشتق means to be taken from. مأخوذ is to be extracted from. No, derived from. That's better. Be derived from. All right, derived is good. Derived is better. No. It's mushtaq. Because the word shaqqa means to split. Shaqqa means to split. Like this is extracted from it, derived from it. So if you heard the word mafhum, you're going to say that's derived from fahima. And if you heard ma'loom, you're going to say that's derived from ma'alima. If you heard matabukh, you're going to say that's derived from tabiqa. Is the tabaqa, I'm sorry, is taken from the verb. Okay. What does this sentence mean? هل البيوت في المعهد مسكونة طوال السنة؟ طيب إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله. What does this sentence mean? May Allah increase you all. هل البيوت في المعهد مسكونة? Are the houses of the institute lived in? Are they occupied? Are they lived in? lived during the whole year, right? They occupied. Uh-uh. They lived in. Okay. You repeat after me. نعم الطلبة يسكنون في البيوت. عفوا. نعم الطلبة يسكنون في البيوت طوال السنة لأن الدروس لا تتوقف. All year round, the whole year, right? لأن الدروس لا تتوقف. نعم الطلبة يسكنون في البيوت طوال السنة لأن الدروس لا تتوقف. But they don't stop. And they're not interrupted. They don't stop. They don't stop. So let's move on. Inshallah, this is all clear. Let's write this sentence. Let's move on. You read after me. كيف وجدتم دروس الشيخ؟ كيف وجدتم دروس الشيخ؟ What does that mean? How did you find the lessons of the Sheikh? Right. How did you find? How did you find the lessons of the Sheikh? كيف وجدتم? And like we said, that this word wajada, it could be something that you see and you find it with your eyes, or you can find it with your heart. So you can say وجدت زيدا سريعا. وجدت السيارة سريعة. I found it fast. It's something that you see in the experience. And you can say وجدت زيدا. We'll use other than Zaid. وجدت أحمد بخيلا. I found Ahmed to be cheap. وجدت أحمد كريما. I found him generous. That's in your heart. Okay. And now he's asking كيف وجدتم دروس الشيخ؟ قال, you repeat after me, الشيخ محبوب عندنا ودروسه مشكورة. We have two in this sentence. What does this mean? الشيخ محبوب عندنا ودروسه مشكورة. The Sheikh is loved, right? مشكورة to us. ودروسه مشكورة. ودروسه مشكورة. Lessons are shakara. What does shakara mean? Shukran. Shukran. Who's going to answer? They appreciate it. All right. They appreciate it. Lessons are appreciated. Yeah. So mahbub is ism maf'ul. Mashkura is ism maf'ul. Why is there a ta on mashkuratun? الشيخ محبوب. The Sheikh is beloved. وَدُرُوسُهُ مَشْكُورًا. His lessons are appreciated from thanks. Right. And there's a ta on mashkuratun because durus is plural. غير عاقل. غير عاقل. Okay. No, you can say it's غير عاقل, but that is plural. Durus is plural. Right. Right. To plural, non-عاقل. No, non-عاقل. No. That's good. That's good. And let's continue. Let's continue. هل يغيب الطلاب عن الدروس كثيرا؟ I want you to repeat after me. Don't rush to translate. Repeat after me. هل يغيب الطلاب عن الدروس كثيرا؟ What does this mean? Do the students miss the class? Right. You're good. Much. Right. Are they absent? Are they absent from class a lot? هل يغيب? Right. Do they miss class? Are they absent often? When it says لا لأن الغياب عن الدروس ممنوع. You repeat after me. Don't rush to translate. لا لأن الغياب عن الدروس ممنوع. What does that mean? الغياب عن الدروس ممنوع. Because missing is prohibited. Absence is forbidden. Very good. الغياب عن الدروس. Being absent from the lessons is forbidden. What verb does this come from? ممنوع. What's the verb? What's the verb? Mana'a. What does mana'a mean? Right. What does mana'a mean? Mana'a. To prevent, to forbid. Good. Very good. So this again here is ism maf'ul. Mamnu'. Let's continue. Let's continue. Can you wake up Abdullah? هل تقرؤون الحديث النبوي عند الشيخ من الكتاب؟ Don't rush to translate. I want you to repeat it well. هل تقرؤون الحديث النبوي عند الشيخ من الكتاب? Do you read the hadith of the Prophet from the book? Right. Or the prophetic narration? That's not Nabi, it's Nabawi. And that is Nisbah. Nabawi. It's a description. The prophetic narration. It's the prophetic narration. It's Nabawi. It's not Nabiyun. It's Nabawiyun. Nabawiyun. Okay. هل تقرؤون? So it says لا المفروض أن يكون الحديث محفوظا قبل الدرس. Again, لا. I don't know if I'm going too fast. لا المفروض أن يكون الحديث محفوظا قبل الدرس. What does fard mean? Farada. What does farada? Farada mean? Farada Allah al-Hajj. Al-Hajj is mafrood. It's obligated. Mafrood. What is obligated? It's only necessary. It's a necessity. The obligation. Al mafrood, what is obligatory, that which is obligated. أن يكون الحديث محفوظا قبل الدرس. Obligation that the hadith has to be memorized before class. Very good. When do you say mafrood? Like if somebody, like if your son came in the house late, I would say, yeah, bunay al mafrood la tata'akhir. That which is necessary, that you don't come late. Al mafrood. It's not. It doesn't necessitate that it's from Allah and it's wajib. Mafrood is what it should be like this. And mafrood, meaning the way that it should be. And mafrood, that's how they use it, the way it should be. And mafrood means the way that it should be. So we have two in this sentence. Look at the listen up. Maf'ul is going to be on the scale maf'ul, maf'urud, mamnu', maktub, mashkur, mahbub, mahfuz. That's what's maf'ul. Anything on that scale. Anything. So we have two in this sentence. I should have made it red. And this is why I'm not going to rush to print the book. We're going to read this whole book and I'm going to see what needs to be corrected. And then we're going to print it. And I advise you all to do that. When you all start writing your books in Nahu and Sarf for the people in your countries and simplify it, rather than simplify, Arabic for them, use color coordination. And don't rush to print the book. Because when you print a book, when you write a book, it's like you put your intellect on a plate, on a platter for everybody to see it. So when you like proofreading, you're reading it too fast. But when you actually teach it, you're going through every little nook and cranny and you can see it well. And perfection is for Allah, but you have to try your best that the book is as perfect could be. It has to be perfect, although perfection is for Allah. Because you want this to help the Muslims learn. You want them to benefit. You want to simplify for them knowledge. So we understand this question, this answer. La al-mafrood, that's the way that something should be. The way something should be. Al-mafrood an yakun al-hadith mahfuzan qabl al-das. That which is obligated, or that which is necessary, is that the hadith is memorized before the class. Y'all with us? And you'll see that in this sentence it has two ism maf'ul. Ism maf'ul. Not just called maf'ul, it's called ism maf'ul. Al-mafrud wa mahfuz. So let's finish this up. It says, هل درست معنى لا إله إلا الله? What does this mean? هل درست معنى لا إله إلا الله? Right. Did you learn the meaning of لا إله إلا الله? Did you learn the meaning of this? He says, نعم هذا معروف. نعم هذا معروف. لا معبود بحق إلا الله. This is known. هذا معروف. هذا معروف. لا معبود بحق إلا الله. What does this mean, لا معبود? Like there's no God, there's no deity worshipped in truth other than Allah. There's nothing worshipped in truth other than Allah. And the fa'il, right? All of them, the fa'il is not, it's ma'ruf. No fa'il, la ma'bud. No. That's what the ism maf'ul is. It's no fa'il. Okay, let's look at this sentence. Arafa Muhammadun al-Islam. What's the ism fa'il from Arafah? We're going to say Muhammadun is the ism fa'il. What's the ism fa'il from Arafah? Arafah Muhammadun al-Islam. Is Muhammad no Islam. Arif, right? Arif. Arif. You want the ism fa'il first. Arif. Like somebody's Arif, they can say, I know. Ana Arif. Ana Arifun. I know. I know. I'm aware. Ana Arif. No problem. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Now, Islam is the ism maf'ul. What do you say about Islam? Islam is what? What's the ism maf'ul? Islam is ma'roof. Muhammadun Arif, Islam ma'roof. Or ma'roof, if you say Islam is ma'roof, who is it who knows it? We're not mentioning it. Islam is ma'roof. We're not mentioning the file. Islam's ma'roof. This is our story for the day, and this story explains Ism file. And this is the last day of the week. I want to look at these sentences here real quick before we stop, just so we could understand further about this lesson here. Okay, we're just going to look at a couple of these sentences, and today is our last day of the week. We've learned a lot. We ask Allah, after thanking Him, we ask Him to increase us. Now, so listen. If you understood this much of the book, and you can understand the rest of it, but we want to take a moderate pace and finish the book. You have to review. Okay. Barakallahu fikum. Looking at it, maf'ul starts with a yeah. I'm not understand. Starts with a meme. Yeah, maf'ul. Nah, it's maf'ul. The scale is maf'ul. The scale is maf'ul. I mean, the meme is extra and the wow is extra. The meme is extra, the wow is extra. We have the fa and the ain and the lam. Maf'ul. Mafhum. You have the fa and the ain and the lam. The fa and the ain and the lam is from the verb. The meme is extra and the wow is extra. Just like when you say fa'il, the aleph is extra. Right. The meme and the wow is extra. Right. The meme and the wow is extra. Okay, let's look at these sentences real quick. Right. They start with a meme. Okay. And just like fa'il has an extra aleph, maf'ul has an extra meme and an extra wow. But it's the fa and the ain and the lam is what you want to concentrate on. Matbukh comes from tabakha. Mafhum comes from fahima. Ma'kul comes from akala. Mashroob comes from shariba. Mahmul comes from hamala. Let's look at these sentences and it's going to come a little clearer. Look, now we have it right in front of us. Ahmadu fahima ad-darsa fad-darsu mafhumun. Ahmed understood the lesson, therefore the lesson is understood again. Ahmadu fahima ad-darsa fad-darsu mafhumun. Look at the second sentence. Maymunatu kasratil qalam. فالقلم مقصور. What does that mean? ميمونة كسرت القلم. What does that mean? She scratched you? No. ميمونة كسرت القلم. What does that mean? ميمونة كسرت القلم. ميمونة broke the pen. She broke the pen. فالقلم مكسور. The pen is broke. The pen is broke. Are you all with me? Y'all understand? Right? The pen is broken. Pen is broke. Pen is broke. الرجل قتل الفأر. The man killed the rat. الرجل قتل الفأر. فالفأر مقتول. فالفأر مقتول. What does this mean? الفأر مقتول. The rat, no, that is, it's killed. Right? The rat was killed. It's killed. Let's take one more. يسكن خليفة في بيتي القديم. What does that mean? يسكن خليفة في بيتي القديم. يسكن خليفة في بيتي القديم. Khalifa lives in my old house. Right. So what are we going to say? بيتي القديم مسكون. بيتي القديم مسكون. My old house is occupied. My old house is occupied. This is where we're going to stop today. We have numerous sentences. We even have something after this. We have exercises after this. Hopefully this is understood. When we come back on Saturday, we want to read what? We want to read the PowerPoint that I sent out. We want to read the PowerPoint, and we're going to read this story that we just finished today, and we're going to read these sentences, and we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Inshallah, everything will take it slowly. We're going to take our time, one thing at a time. If there's no questions, we're going to stop here. You all are doing good, and I pray that Allah increase you all. It's good to go back to the beginning of the book and just read Jumla Mufida and Iqra Wafham and read the story. That's all. Read it. Make sure you understand the object of each chapter. Make sure you understand the object of each chapter. So you see what is in the sentences that you should notice. You should notice. I'm going to go back and make color coordination in these chapters here. And pray that Allah bless us. Y'all take it easy. We're going to stop here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. So every sentence we read today didn't contain ism maf'ul. It did contain ism maf'ul. It didn't contain. Every sentence is ism maf'ul. That's our sentence. That's our lesson. Every sentence had ism maf'ul. Every sentence had a maf'ul. Mafhum is ism maf'ul. All right, we got to stop here. Barakallahu feekum. Subhanakallahumma. Excuse me. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. I didn't see the one on page number 75. Hold on. Go to page number 75. You have mashkurun. We have mahbub. Page number 75. It's all over the place. At-ta'am matbukh. That's the first one. Maskunatun. That's the second one. Then we have wajad al-shay mahbubun wa mashkuratun. Al-ghiyab mamnu'un. I'm going to go back and make it red. But they're all any place where you see maf'ul. Anyway, we're going to review this. I didn't see one. Taqra'un. I don't understand. I didn't see the one sentence on page 75 which starts with Taqra'un. So there's none in that sentence. That's just a question. So it says al-mafrud wa mahfuz. In that sentence, there is none. Like we go back to the beginning of the story. Ya Ukasha, Kayf al-Mur fil Ma'had. There's nothing there. Alhamdulillah, kulli shayin bikhair. There's nothing there. Kayf darsuk fi an-nisab. There's nothing there also. It doesn't necessitate that every sentence is going to have it. That's not the point. It has to be in the context of the story. Not going to be in every sentence. طيب إن شاء الله we're going to stop here. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.